Today I'm going to teach you how to find the best realtor no matter where you're looking for real estate. You're going to want to stay tuned and not want to miss this video. If you are thinking of buying or selling a property, no matter where you're at, you definitely want to find the best real estate professional to help you reach your goals. Often, if you're moving to a new area, you really don't know any real estate agents in that area, and you want to make sure you have somebody looking out for your best interests and somebody that has experience to get you to your goal. I am part of an amazing real estate network that is all across the country, and we provide referrals for each other. The best part about this program is we often know these agents personally. We know how they operate their business, and we know how they are in their everyday lives. If you're looking for an agent that is outside of our network, we will find you the best agent. We will screen them. We usually will offer you 2 or 3 options. We'll do a little interview with them just to make sure they have all the essential requirements to find you the perfect property no matter where you're moving to. So what we do is we make sure they are experienced. We make sure they know the market well. You definitely don't want to go buy a property in an area that you're not that familiar with somebody who doesn't know the area, doesn't know the market, and doesn't know how to negotiate the best for you. Also, sometimes you're in an area and you just don't have that perfect realtor. Maybe you don't even remember who sold your house 10 or 20 years ago, and you want to make sure you find that perfect agent in that area, so when you list your house, you know you're getting top dollar in the shortest amount of time. We're getting ready to do a transaction, and I have an amazing referral partner in Western Pennsylvania. So I went ahead and I have the client as the buyer. She's going to be buying in Florida, and that realtor partner is up in Western Pennsylvania. She will list that property and sell it for top dollar. What does that mean about leaving them homeless or not leaving them homeless? Is when they sell the property and they want to buy in a separate area, as the person representing the buyer and working directly with the listing agent, we can coordinate the ideal closing time, because we don't want to have a gap. So if somebody's selling a house in Pennsylvania, they're packing up, let's say on a Monday, and they want to drive down here and move into their property by Wednesday, let's say. We can coordinate that first closing and then the second closing, so there's no days where the moving truck doesn't know where to go. Because once the moving truck hits the destination, they are ready to unpack, unload. So keep that in mind. If you are moving cross-state, there's a lot of things to consider. Also, quite often we do this in our own area, where if somebody needs to sell their house in order to buy, we do what's called a same-day closing. And what that is, meaning they're closing on the property they are selling and closing on the property they are buying the very same day. That means that it's very seamless for them and they don't have to figure out where they're going to go. Because before that closing happens, on their first property that they're selling, they have to pack everything up and be out of the house. So everything is in their moving truck. Then they are going to the closing, signing their papers, and then they want to be able to sign on the house they are buying so they can move into that property the same day. Now, we do cooperate with an amazing moving company down here in Sarasota, and we could coordinate some special circumstances, but keep in mind there's usually an upcharge for that. And if they are so busy, they may not be able to have a truck sit for 2 days with one person's move. So the advantage I have about my referral network is about 18 months ago, I planned out an event here in Sarasota and we had over 100 realtors from across the country and Canada as well. We were here for 3 to 4 days. It was actually in Sarasota, so it was in my neck of the woods. We had dinners planned out. We got to know each other. Some of us roomed together. We had a one-day conference, and we really got to know each other personally, how we are in our life and how we are in our business. We knew each other through like a live podcast before they came down. So we already knew these people. We just hadn't met them in person. So if you watch somebody's podcast, you get to know them on a personal level. And that's exactly the type of thing that we did. So now we're getting ready for another meetup. This is our second meetup. It's been about a little bit less than 18 months since we met the first time, but there's going to be another group of 75 to 100 people, I imagine, and half of us already have met previously, and we're going to just always be educating ourselves and building our businesses. We have a high concentration in video, so we're looking to all grow our video and our content and expand how people get to know us if they are in another state. Because the best thing that we can do is show you and tell you who we are before we meet, because then you're already going to trust us and know that we do business properly. I've been in the business for 18 years. I am a second generation real estate agent. I'm originally from Ohio, and I began my real estate career in Ohio. And then in 2007, I moved down to sunny Sarasota, Florida. So with experience comes a lot of things in the real estate business. We know the ins and outs of how to help guide you, because I do feel like as a real estate professional, we are not just a realtor, we are also your real estate advisor. I had a conversation this morning with a friend who is looking to buy her first house, and she has no idea where she wants to live. She doesn't have a pre-approval yet. She knows she wants to be in a house. She's a single mom. She wants to be on a budget, but she doesn't have that roadmap to how she's going to get to that first house. So we had a nice 20 to 30 minute chat, talked about her goals, talked about her wants, talked about her needs, and I connected her with one of our preferred lenders, because she really needs to know how much she needs for a down payment with her credit score. That is, for a specific buyer, you have to talk to a lender first, get your pre-approval, and have all your ducks in a row, because if you don't, it's like going house hunting completely unprepared, empty-handed, and with no clear direction. We have to get you pre-approved up front so we know that. So an experienced realtor brings a lot to the table with advice. When we have people buying second homes here in Florida, they often don't know the difference between a villa and a townhouse and a condo, because in different states, some of these condos that fall under that umbrella of condo are called different names. Often up in New York or New Jersey, someone's going to say, I want an apartment. If we think of an apartment down here, we're thinking they want to rent an apartment. But if I'm talking to somebody from New York or New Jersey, I said, are you looking to buy or are you looking to rent? That's the first question you have to ask, because terminology changes in the different states, and you want to make sure you're working with a realtor who has excellent communication skills. When you're looking for a real estate agent, no matter where you're buying, you want to make sure that realtor aligns with what your needs are. Specifically, if you're looking for an investment property, you want to make sure you're working with a real estate professional that understands investment property, and someone that potentially has been an investor themselves and understands what cap rates are, what cash flow is, how to find the best investment to have the biggest return on investment. Somebody that understands terms like net operating income, cash on cash returns. So there's many different aspects of real estate. I specialize in residential, but we also have a lot of commercial real estate here as well. But you want to make sure you are matched with the right real estate professional. I feel as a realtor, I am a real estate matchmaker, where I hope to match any buyer to their perfect property. And if I'm selling the property, that we are marketing it in such a way to attract the buyers for that house. So just like being a real estate matchmaker, you want to make sure when you are looking for a realtor to hire, whether you're buying or selling, you want to make sure that real estate agent understands your goals and is aligned and understands what you are selling or what you are buying, and can make sure they provide the absolute best service to you. I also am a real estate negotiation expert. That is the most favorite aspect of real estate for me. I love negotiating the best terms and the best deal for all all of my clients, just to make sure that they have enough money and more money than they thought in their pocket. And if we can negotiate strong, we definitely can do that. Of course, we just went through an interesting market where it was an extreme seller's market. An extreme seller's market, I would say, is less than 1 month's supply. And that's what we had. We probably had about 10 to 15 buyers for every house. So it's really hard to control how the terms are if you want to win and get the house of your dreams. So we always have strategy. We always have many tools in our toolbox. We just have to know, just a contractor would know what tool to pull out and when. That's what we like to do. We like to be prepared. We like to be knowledgeable of the market, about the neighborhood, and that's exactly what you want when you're hiring a realtor. So if you're thinking of selling your property in a state and you have no idea where to start, feel free to reach out. We have a referral network that expands not only around the country, but around the globe. But within the United States is where we have our biggest referral network, and it also reaches to Canada. We have a lot of Canadians that are selling up in Canada and moving down, but more specifically, they're buying a second home down in Florida, and they'd like to get away for the winter when it's cold up in Canada. So if you have any questions about how to find an amazing referral partner, I would love to be that resource for you. And to any friends that are looking to buy maybe an investment property or move to a different state, and you want to know how to connect with that realtor in the next state, give me a call. I'm happy to connect you. I'm happy to screen that person before you meet them, make sure they're experienced, make sure they're knowledgeable about the area you're moving to, and can get you lined up for success in any real estate deal. If you're looking to buy or sell, call Michelle. That's always my favorite tagline. I hope you love this video, and if you like more videos like this, please like and subscribe to our channel, or hit the bell for notifications. If you have any questions about real estate, I would love to talk real estate with you today. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to get a hold of me, please give me a call, send me a text or an email, and I'm happy to reach out to you to assist you with all your real estate dreams.